Hello, everybody. My name is Jellissa Lacon from Monroe College, and my presentation today is on finding solutions to the impossible problem of food apartheid. This presentation will cover what food apartheid and food discrimination is, what food sovereignty is, the different forms of food apartheid and discrimination, of what a food desert is, who's affected by these, the impacts, and why these are important, and some solutions. Food apartheid looks at the whole food system, taking into account income, race, geographical location. It also takes into account how social and racial inequalities make accessing fresh, healthy food difficult in low-income areas. Food inequality starts with farming inequality, and it goes back into its roots, which is theft and slavery. What does this mean? This means that dating back to slavery and when European colonizers came over to this land, they forcibly took land from Native Americans. With that land came produce, vegetables, and then tracking into modern day farm subsidies mainly go to white farmers. Recently, Black farmers had to file a lawsuit against the government because of this type of discrimination. Approximately 98% of the farmable land in America is owned by white farmers. This shows that the flow of food is particularly in this one demographic's hands, and again, rooted in discrimination and capitalism. A food desert is an area with limited access to affordable and nutritious food, considering the type and quality of food available. What this means is while food deserts do have food, the food is low quality. A lot of the fast food available is fast food, and food deserts also consider accessibility of the food through the size and proximity of the food stores. So food deserts mainly have small food stores, small grocery stores, and the bigger grocery stores and supermarkets are a great distance away, keeping in mind that food deserts are low-income communities, so a lot of people do not have access to cars and transportation to be able to travel outside of their communities. One food desert that we will be looking at is Far Rockaway, which is a federally labeled food desert. Who lives in Far Rockaway? It's mainly Black and Latino individuals. It's predominantly Black, with 47.1% of the population being Black, and then 25.2% of the population is Latino. What you will find in Far Rockaway is a lot of fast food. So McDonald's, Popeyes, Subway, Dunkin', a lot. There's no big one-stop supermarket. There are small supermarkets, and oftentimes you'll have to go from one to the other just to get everything you need. And the quality inside of these grocery stores are not great. Like, milk will expire in a couple of days. If you need it, you most likely will not find everything that you need. There are also tons of delis and bodegas. You will find them on almost every block, and you will find a lot of liquor stores. What does this mean? This means that inhabitants do not have consistent access to healthy foods, and this means that a lot of people who live in these communities have health problems such as hypertension, diabetes, and obesity. Obesity is actually very high in children, and children obesity in America stems from food deserts. Food insecurity is also a result of food deserts. People are unsure of where their next meal is coming from. The cycle of a food apartheid starts with these farming subsidies and the farmable land staying in white hands. And it goes on to the capitalist system, which chooses where the food goes. And then low-income communities are left with low-quality food, meaning that they inhabitants will acquire many health issues, which leads to going to the doctor. The doctors prescribe medicine, and what this means is more revenue for this capitalistic system. So what is the solution to food deserts? There are a couple. These are urban gardens, bus stop farmer markets, and community outreach. Urban gardens help with community strengthening. They also bring awareness to the community about the process of healthy food from start to finish. This means that you will get to see how your food goes from a seed to growing, to it's vibrant, to becoming, to flavor wise, and how it ends up on your table. This encourages healthy dietary habits. And then we have bus stop farmer markets, so putting food where people already are. This is convenient for people who need to stock up on groceries, but don't really have the time to go grocery shopping all the time. And then it's community outreach, because a lot of people don't know about urban gardens or bus stop farmer markets. They don't know about the resources that are available to them. So community outreach will help with combating food deserts. Many people don't know about the implementation, so it's important to get the word out and educate people on why urban gardens are important, why bus stop farmer markets are important, and why they will be useful to the people in the community. So what is the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to eradicate food deserts. How? By making food affordable and accessible, because food deserts do not have either of these. The food is affordable, but it's low quality, right? The good quality food is not affordable, which contributes to all the problems stemming from food deserts. We also want to promote the purchase of healthy food. We have to let people know why healthy food is important. A lot of times you will see a ton of fast food in food deserts, right? This is not healthy. It's not nutritious to the body. It's not beneficial in any way. So we want to promote the purchase of healthy food so that people can live longer lives, that people can have better health. What would be the results? Significantly lowering myriad health problems in low-income communities. And a bonus would be helping fight childhood obesity. We also want food sovereignty. Food sovereignty is the ultimate goal with this. Food sovereignty is a movement that's been growing from farmers, fishers, indigenous peoples, and landless workers, people who have their hands in food but aren't given control of flow of food, right? Because considering who controls where the food goes, who controls these supermarkets, and then it also promotes a grassroots food system that includes citizen input. It also recognizes food as a need over a commodity. So it's not about making money and making revenue. It's about making sure that everyone has access to this food. It also optimizes the ecosystem. So considering the food that is in season being available rather than GMO foods that is being offered out of season and really is not healthy to you. It also rejects privatization of natural resources such as things like water and vegetables, right? Vegetables are natural resources and shouldn't be a private commodity. It also reduces distance between food producers and consumers, making sure that food is accessible to everyone, everywhere, in every community. Here are some references, and thank you for listening.